Panther News.
Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before.
Hello, Panthers. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Fletcher Newman.
And I'm Isaiah Reyes. Welcome to Panther TV. Thank you to all those Panthers who wore pink today to increase awareness of breast cancer and to encourage life-saving research that will help thousands of those affected.
On this day in 1840, Thomas Nass, caricaturist, was born. He created the Democratic donkey and the Republican elephant.
The U.S. Army recently proposed new rules regarding who can be buried at Arlington National Cemetery. The biggest change proposed under the new criteria is that veterans who have retired from active duty and were eligible for retirement pay would no longer be automatically eligible for in-ground burial. They will be eligible for above-ground burial by cremation of remains. If no changes are made, the cemetery is on course to run out of the space for new interments by the mid-2050s, including the Medal of Honor recipients.
With the number of plant-based consumers globally rising, McDonald's has announced its new PLT. McDonald's said it will sell what it calls the PLT for plant, lettuce, and tomato sandwich for 12 weeks starting September 30th in 28 restaurants throughout Ontario, Canada. The fast food giant said it formulated the item, which will sell for $6.49 in Canadian dollars to mimic the taste of McDonald's regular meat patties.
Now let's take a look at what's happening at MHS next week.
Today we have special guest Isaiah. What is your name?
Don't forget, this Friday, fees are due, October 8th, in order to go to the state fair.
There will be a FCCLA meeting in the Black Box Theater on Tuesday, October 1st.
We also have a football game. Bring your lovely dates out and watch the game. We have a dance.
Students who have not picked up their class shirts will need to visit your class sponsor before or after school or get a pass during advisory to pick up your shirt. The class sponsors are juniors Salazar and Ferrant in the Science Hall, sophomores Walker and Almond in the 700 Hall, freshmen Webster in the English Hall.
If you're planning to take a date to the homecoming dance that does not attend MHS, you will need to complete an outside date form. Forms are available in the front office or room 815 and must be completed and turned in to Ms. Canonico by October 9th.
Artists, pay attention. MHS will have a dedicated mural painting team starting this semester. If you have artistic skills and want to make your mark here at MHS and around town, you are invited to try out for the team Thursday, October 3rd in Mr. Frank's class, room 428 during advisory. Please bring a portfolio of your work.
Show your school spirit by purchasing a shirt for homecoming. Deadline for orders is Tuesday, October 1st to get them in time for the game. Make sure you guarantee your shirt in size by ordering online through Rally Sportswear. We have so many clubs here that we can be involved in. Our club team wants to highlight each of them. Let's check in with Clark and Spencer for club highlights.
Hello, and welcome back to Club News. We're your hosts, Spencer Page
and Clark Smith. Here's what's coming up for next week.
FCCLA will meet on October 1st in the Black Box during advisory.
BSU will meet on October 3rd in the PD room during advisory. Debate will meet after school on Monday in Miss Bogey's room.
Will meet on October 3rd in the room 818 at 7:45 a.m.
After school on October 3rd, clubs will be meeting up to decorate their signed hallway for homecoming. More details to come.
For more info, you can visit the
That's all for this week in Club, and we will see you next week.
Go to Panthers.
Now let's go to Cole with sports.
Our freshman and JV football teams all played last night. The freshman white team won again, which improves their record to 4-1. They beat Burleson Centennial to 14-6. The Panthers were led by their defense and embodied what a team win is all about. The freshman blue team continued their undefeated season last night by improving their record to 5-0 after a hard-fought win over Burleson Centennial. The Panthers won 19-14, and they were led by Tanner Eddington, Carson Bates, Jet Hope, Jordan Richburg, Austin Lowe, and Ashlyn Garcia. The JV white team traveled to play 6A powerhouse Allen and was very competitive. The Panthers fought hard, with the final score being 0-10. Offensive standouts were William Collins, Xavier Hawkins, and Daniel Hesselgesser. Defense was led by David Griffin, who had an interception. The JV blue team traveled to Burleson Centennial and came away with a win at 27-6. Points were earned by Jordan McKenzie, Dylan Lampkins, David Smith, and Nathan Wagner. The defense was led by Zach Novian, who had 2 fumble recoveries and multiple tackles. Tonight, our varsity team will host Burleson Centennial at our Pink Out game. The Pantherettes have already raised $15,000 to support 2 different charities. Pink Out festivities start at 7 o'clock and kickoff is at 7:30. That's all for now. Check back on Twitter next Tuesday for more sports news. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, Cole. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Panthers, for tuning in to this week's Panther TV. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Midload Media for up-to-date news and clips.
Go to and go Panthers.